main umpire for this match from Uganda is Ronald Mugwanya. So thank you to the officials. And here come the players, Korea versus China. Had a wonderful week of table tennis here at the Taiyuan Sports Center by the river, the Binha. Ronald, motionless, ready to welcome the players into the hall. And to his right, you can see in the corner of the court, sitting down there, one of the ball boys. There are ball boys and ball girls that get the balls that stray far from the table. Stop the balls from wandering around the court and getting under the feet of the players, distracting from their eyes. So, the Korean pair, Kim Nayeong and RYU HANNA. Kim, only 19 years of age, and RYU HANNA slightly older, at 22 years of age, but it's the younger girl, just coming on here into shot. It's the younger girl, Kim, who is ranked higher in the world women's singles. So Kim Nayeong, the slightly taller player, 19 years of age, world ranked 46. And RYU HANNA, although she's ranked much, much lower, the 22-year-old, she's ranked 274 in the world, but she is left-handed, which will help, and they haven't dropped a game on the way to the final. In the semis, they beat Ng Lam of Hong Kong and her partner Zhu Chengzhu, and they won that 3-0, 11-7, 12-10, 11-9. And in the quarter-final, they beat the Japanese and Korean mixed pair, both women but from different countries, Yuan Ito and Yu Siwoo. So they've done very, very well. Haven't been taken that close, so we know they're a good, strong pair. And in the knock-up, you'll notice 3 right-handers and RYU HANNA from Korea in this corner, the left-hander. At the far end, in blue, the Chinese pair, CHENYI, world ranked 20 years of age, and her even younger partner, Zhu Yi, world ranked 134. So we've got 2 players ranked in the top 50 and 2 players ranked outside the top 130. So it'll be very interesting to see who tries to pressure who in this match and how they decide to play the tactics. And what's interesting in doubles is when they change ends, they change playing order. So in one game you'll be playing to one player, and in the next game you'll be playing to the other player. And the shape of the match can change considerably between the first game and the second game. Third game they revert to the order from the first. So there are 2 different orders which they alternate after they change ends after each game. They also change order halfway through the last game if it goes to a 5th and final game. That's just to even up the opportunity of the tactics in terms of the playing order. So in this women's doubles, in the semi-finals, the Chinese beat another Chinese pair, Qin Yushuan and Zhong Jieman, 11-9, 11-7, 11-1. A nice finish. And in the quarters, yet another Chinese pair, Shi Junqiao and Liu Weishan. And they won that one, 3-2, 11-8 in the 5th. So they just scraped through the Chinese pair against another Chinese in the quarter-final, but won fairly easy in the semi, and that brings them to this. Their seeded position, seeded 2 for the championships, the women in blue. Nice start for China. Left-hander serving with the forehand. Oh! RYU HANNA, the lowest ranked of the players here, the shorter of the Korean pair, the left-hander, sweeping the forehand topspin. There was an opportunity there. Back to 2 points up. RYU HANNA going for the same shot again. The fourth ball forehand attack from the backhand corner. That time it didn't come off. And the flick off the end of the table. See, just from the previous shot, that's the one that she just missed. Looking round at the coach. Yeah, good serve. Kim Nayeong keeping that serve very, very tight. RYU HANNA telling her what to do.
5-3.
So after a blistering start from RYU HANNA, she has missed a couple. And one of the big questions is, does she have the confidence to play against such higher ranked players?
3.
Keep that serve down. So the left-handed Korean is under pressure. Redeems herself there for sure. She totally belonged. Driven forehand topspin with good follow through. Keeps them in it.
5.
RYU HANNA winning the point directly from her own service. So that will settle her for sure. Answered the first set of questions. Oh, serves off and laughs at what she's done. She can't believe it after all the good work. This was a superb rally, wasn't it? And that perfectly into the body of CHENYI. Yeah. So the Korean pair sticking in well. Oh, didn't quite creep over the net. It could have been their luckiest point so far in this match, but it just bounced off the top of the net cord back onto her own side. Need this point, really. Oh, and it was never going to happen. XUYI, the best backhand return of service so far in the match, possibly all night. Yeah, goes for a spinnier, slower return of service. And that plays them into a long rally. That ball from Kim Nayeong just touching the edge. 7-9, but with the Chinese serving in with the lead. Oh, RYU HANNA shakes her head, apologises to her opponent even after a blistering shot. And the reason for that is her return of serve popped up, put Kim under pressure. Kim got it back, and then RYU HANNA stuffed the ball down the line with her forehand to get them back into it. 9-8. Good attacking away from the table. The Chinese trying. CHENYI trying the early counter-attack with the forehand. Goes around there, just off the end of the table. All square. Now, RYU HANNA's served off XUYI, but also served off herself. Let's see. Yeah, the length on the return of serve was just lovely. Not too fast, so well directed. money down onto the floor. First game goes to Kim and Ryu. Forehand to forehand attack. Again, Ryu Hanna does it again and hits the body, the right side of the body to a right-hander. It's devastating when they don't have time to get their body out of the way. Great body shot. Earlier I said that CHENYI, lovely return of service, but actually she just tipped it off the end, which gave the Koreans that game point. And they took the first one that they had. So against the run of play, generally, a bit of a comeback at the end for the Koreans. They were just holding on, a couple of points behind, and then suddenly 2 with the serve, 2 points against the serve, 4 on the run, gives you a good opportunity. Okay, confidence from the Korean coach. Confident nod from Kim Nayeong, 19-year-old. And the Koreans have come back looking very, very purposeful. Chinese players just getting any moisture off their back surface. In fact, Ryu Hanna also doing the same thing. So they just want to keep the back surface. And Kim Nayeong too. So all 4 players just wiping the surface of the bat to get off any dust or oil or powder from the ball. They need maximum grip at all times. So, the number 3 seeds with a little bit of an edge over the number 2 seeds. Serving the net. Well, after dominating most of the first game, Chen and Zhu are just a little bit struggling now. Ryu Hanna did a superb first forehand topspin. Then the second one, you can see she went to do a backhand first, changed her mind, by which time the ball had dropped so much and she couldn't lift it. Yeah, CHENYI from China, brave forehand. It came into the body again, but that time she made a full commitment. Yeah, Zhu Yi with a good backspin long there, set up the rest of the rally. This was earlier. Unlucky Kim Nayeong with that backhand loop. That was nice because she played Kim Nayeong, who kind of screamed a bit at the end there, frustration, but it was so wide of her backhand. Lovely short play from Ryu Hanna. But she then expected the next shot to her to come fast, and it didn't. She was caught just stretching out forwards too much. So interesting combinations of fast and slow here. Great flip, good counter hit there. Zhu Yi earning that one. Yeah, another point for the Koreans directly from the serve. Keeps them in it. Kudos to the Chinese pair for getting back into this so well. XUYI keeping the ball half long, short, but the second bounce on the white line. Yeah, XUYI was really tight up against the table there for that backhand topspin. She managed to pull it up. So another couple of points to China. Very, very consistent. So 8-4, recovering the second game. CHENYI opened the shoulders, held it back for just a fraction of a second, then powered it wide. RYU HANNA, nowhere to go. That popped up. Now sometimes these players, against the short ball, when it's a little bit high, they topspin it. Sometimes I think they're better to hit it flat and smash it down. It's hard to change, though, from what you've been used to doing during a game. Again, XUYI, the star of this game, took that early, backhand across court. No one was behind it. This was earlier, into the body. RYU HANNA, absolute classic. And CHENYI knew it. They're going to have to change the tactics, but they did. Kept on top of it and got the second 11-4. The Chinese pair could have been 2 up by now, but a good comeback in the first from Kim and RYU. So a full 5 minutes to play the 15 points of that game. It's about 20 seconds a rally, including picking the ball up, but not including the time at the end of the table in between games. Chinese coach, plenty to say, as ever. Such a passionate enthusiast for the sport. You can just see how, just the quality and depth of the technical understanding there. It's just amazing to watch. Decades of deep experience at elite level. Must be nice to have that in your corner. So it will be XUYI to serve and CHENYI. Oh, sorry, no, they've changed. CHENYI to serve, XUYI to follow it up. RYU HANNA just touching the ball into the net. RYU HANNA got across to the forehand so well, but look what happened afterwards. There. CHENYI, that's why she's number 20 in the world. And at only 20 years of age. Tall and slender, but very, very quick to get a powerful forehand in early. At that time, RYU HANNA couldn't even get her forehand in for Chen to counter-attack. XUYI, I think, has been the standout player so far in this match. Went for it again, but this time a backhand wide of RYU's forehand. You can see she's pushing the left-hander wide of her of the left-hander's forehand a lot. Great rally. RYU HANNA stuffing the return of serve down the line. XUYI knew she didn't just pick up the wrist quite enough there. That was the body language after she'd played the shot. Rueful smile. Nothing in this one. 1 game all, 3 points all. halfway through the match. Chinese players just following each other up really nicely. Little signal there, little finger sticking out, indicating to her partner how she might return service. Probably more about where she's going to play the ball rather than what she's going to do with it. Again, CHENYI, lovely follow-up. When the rally opens up after XUYI attacks, Chen is great on the follow-up. Korean pair here in black. That time XUYI too short. And just replaying it there, dabbing with her arm. Doesn't look too bothered. Might be a little bit bothered now, though, because that's 2 little errors and 7-4 down. And she's got another serve to receive. A little nod to herself to replenish the self-belief. It can so easily ebb away. Oh, they've played it too. Yeah, the scoreline's been corrected. That time, XUYI, a safer return of serve, but maybe a little bit too conservative. You see what RYU HANNA did with it, the left-hander, punched it with the topspin, straight down the line. And XUYI couldn't even get out of the way. Superb play from RYU, who is now receiving serve. Difficulty for Kim NAYEONG, side spin chop block. It popped up, it went long, but it hit the edge. It gives them a 9-4 lead. Very, very lucky. Disheartening for the Chinese pair. So after saying that I thought XUYI was the standout player, she's had a little bit of a bad patch, which she's maybe now recovering from. RYU HANNA serving. Kim, what a fantastic backhand topspin from a mid-length ball. Picking up the backspin beautifully. Chen asking for a wait. Oh, wonderful. Well, that gives a 2-1 lead to the Korean pair. What a superb rally to finish off this game. Backhand topspin, weaker return from Kim, but look at RYU HANNA making up for it. Ball just hit the net there, and actually that's probably what took the ball off the side of the table from China. A little bit of good fortune for Korea to get over the line quickly and easily, and a 2-1 lead for Korea. So the longest game so far. Korean coach there. You can just see from the body language quite often what the kind of thing that's being said. A few little nods. Players look kind of happy with the idea. Again, nod from CHENYI, world number 20. She was seeded 4 in the singles and got to her seeded position. In the quarterfinal, she beat the number 5 seed, Miyu Nagasaki of Japan. But she got knocked out in the semi-final, so we won't see this lady, CHENYI, in the final of the women's singles. But she lost to the unbelievable Zhu Yuling, 30 years of age, making her comeback, and in the next final, women's singles final. That's all to come. Great rally. CHENYI holding up well, backhand out of the middle. Didn't try and topspin it, just good counter hit. Maybe the flatness of the ball also helped her take it past her opponent. It's the flight as well as the power that matters. Oh, such a slow, heavy topspin. RYU HANNA was stood like a statue waiting for it to come, and it never came. By the time she reached out for it, the ball fizzed up off her bat with Chen's topspin. Slow and heavy. That time Chen again pushing RYU HANNA wide of the forehand. So they are definitely pressurizing the left-hander by playing out here far to her left. Nice play. Nothing HANNA could do about that one. I think RYU HANNA played the best shot of the rally there, keeping the ball very, very short. But the Chinese just dealt with it so well, kept it tight, got the attack in. Gave RYU HANNA no chance in the end. She was trying to pick up that backhand topspin, banana flick style. This was earlier, just hit the top of the net. Nothing that RYU HANNA could do about it one. A lot of Korean discussion about how to return the service. And that is no way to return the service when you've got the great Zhu Yi following up. Popped up too high. But hey, you don't read every service perfectly. Yeah, read that one well. Nice forehand flick down the line. So the left-hander, the lowest ranked player here by far, but part of a great doubles combination. They are the number 3 seeds. Just off the end, I think. Or did that go on? Strong backhand from Kim NAYEONG. 2 weeks ago in Chennai, she beat the world number 36, ranked 10 places above her, XUYI-KIM of Hong Kong. Just flicking off the end, and Kim NAYEONG just shaking her head there. She knew it was float. She knew there wasn't the backspin, but still overlifted it. And Kim will want something out of this this match, because here in Taiyuan, she lost her first match against the Chinese player Fan Zhuhan, lost 3-1. So she'll want to do well in the doubles to make up for it. Such are the ups and downs of her career in world-class table tennis. It's always on a knife edge, and disappointment's only a fraction away. As it is there for the Koreans, with RYU HANNA flicking off the end. Looks like this might go to a final game now. Oh, Kim NAYEONG, bit of a bad patch. See the floppy body language in between points. She'll get it together again for this point, but yeah. You can tell the emotions sometimes. Yeah, directly from the serve, the Chinese win that point and the 4th game. That makes it 2 games all, and it's going to a final and a decider. So just under 5 minutes there. Lovely rally from earlier. RYU HANNA again attacking CHENYI with her forehand into the body. There's a lot of that about. But I'm very, very pleased for RYU HANNA, whatever happens. They would have been targeting her as the lowest ranked player, but the left-hander has stood up to this so well. But the Koreans are very, very good at doubles. They study it well. They have lots of good partnerships, and this is what they train for. Softer approach from the Korean coach. Listen to that crowd. Great fun for everybody all round. Superb entertainment. And a 5th and final game. Winners, $2,500. Solid backhand there from XUYI. Not too much, but enough. Wow, Kim NAYEONG went right around the backhand, total commitment, big forehand, takes the point. Wants to just get her concentration ready for the next shot. It's very easy after a big shot to miss in the next rally. If she doesn't miss, you see the change of pace there, the slow, heavy backhand down the line. Very different to the last forehand there. And the heavy, heavy topspin. And XUYI wasn't going to keep that down while she was stepping away from the table. That's a gorgeous forehand. As much as the power, it was the length that won that one. Right on the end of the table without it being an edge. Superb control under pressure from RYU HANNA. CHENYI serving. Yeah, the Chinese needed that one. There would have been 3 points adrift. Kim very active in between points. Maybe just gave Kim a blind spot there. Came across to play her backhand. This is the previous point. See the length on that forehand topspin from RYU HANNA. Yeah. Kim looking very active now. I hope not agitated. There's a fine line between the two. Slower controlled topspins from both pairs there. Neither trying to blast it, trying to use heavier topspin, because you take the pace off, you can get more spin. Convert the energy in the ball from speed into spin to get extra topspin or backspin. Yeah, serve long. I think it was deliberate. I think that was planned. When it came back, RYU just leaning away. Didn't come to where she expected, really. Everything to play for. 4 points all in the 5th and final game. XUYI to serve, and after this point, they'll change ends and playing order. Point goes to Korea. So a change of ends. It will still be XUYI serving, but now to the other Korean player. For the rest rest of the game, they'll play in the new and final order. So CHENYI directing service proceedings, Zhu Yi to execute, and now it's Kim NAYEONG receiving instead. Long push return, which gave the Chinese the first attack. You see the Koreans staying close to the table, blocking well. Yeah, RYU HANNA. She can see a light at the end of this tunnel. Yeah, good time for the Chinese coach to call a timeout. 4-6 from their point of view in the 5th and final game. And I think now, isn't it, the Koreans to serve when they come back? So the Chinese will be focusing on how they're going to receive serve and the plan for following up. Maybe a bit of general advice that will survive a few points. This also gives, of course, the Koreans the opportunity to think through how they're going to serve and follow up. Pushing motion there, trying to keep them close to the table.
Time.
Crowd going mad here. Big support and cheers. I assume for Chen and Zhu. Home crowd. It might be a Korean contingent that have made it across to the southwest of Beijing. Oh! Directly from the serve. 6-4 becomes 7-4. So after calling a timeout, the first stroke goes off the table. Not what the Chinese coach would have hoped for. Lovely sweep over the top from CHENYI. Brave, well executed. And then, yeah, tap to the top of the head. RYU HANNA going, I shouldn't have done that. Just made it a little bit simpler for Chen. Chen delivered quite easily with it. It could be a game changer. Little things like that can give confidence to the opponents who are now serving to get back into this. They'll be hunting for a 7-all position after these two serves. Top edge of the net and off. Little sad smile from Zhu Yi. Lots of discussion about the return of serve. Top of the net, that's going to be put away by CHENYI. Very, very easy to miss the high ball. They're easy when you're practicing them, but when everything's been low and suddenly it comes high, it can just distract you a little bit. So she did well to put that away safely and keep within 2 points of the Koreans, who now 3 points away from a win. And not any old win. This is the World Table Tennis Contender in Taiyuan and the final of the women's doubles. And they're very, very close now, the Koreans. So, coming from behind, leveling it a couple of times and now going ahead, the Koreans have 4 match points. And they take it at the first time of asking. RYU HANNA, relieved with her partner, shakes of hands. The Chinese pair, a higher seeded pair, the number 2 seeds, beaten by the number 3 seeds, and the Koreans go off chuckling in delight. The Chinese showing their respects. And what looked like could have been a quick game to the Chinese was extended by the Koreans and took over 35 minutes in the end. Kept the Chinese players on the table, kept getting back into the match, and a wonderful victory for Korea Republic there. So well done to the 19 and 22-year-olds. Well done especially to RYU Hannah, the left-hander. Soft spot, not just because I'm a left-hander as well, but she was the lowest ranked player and she looked like she belonged on that court along with everybody else.